I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
It's that time of the week again that nobody is waiting for. Time to dust off some grotty little statements and see if we can fool each other.
Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, you say that, and we know what will happen. We joke, we kid, and you go, oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, got
all of that.
Point.
Yep.
Yeah. Neither of us can win.
No,
but neither of us will give in either. So
no, this is true, and we are. Oh God, I'm losing interest here at this point.
Well, I know it's a bit irrelevant, to be honest. Is it 15, 16, something like that?
I think that would be where I placed my guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might be. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. So what we'll do is we'll do the usual. You'll fire some statements at me today, and I will guess and more than likely luck into it. And then after that, we can finally get into some car news because we got a bit ranty last week.
Did get a bit ranty about the budget, but we'll move on from that. And there are other car-related news items to discuss this week.
Yeah, quite.
We'll
tackle car news from car makers and not car news from the House of Idiots.
Yeah, because that's dull and tedious.
We've done that. We'll draw a line under that one, or through it, or poke them with the pen that we're drawing the line with. I want to
blow it up with some gunpowder or something like that.
God,
yes,
someone had a good idea, then, didn't
they? They had a crack. Yeah, well, they would have done. Now this week's statements, we're proper eclectic this week, and
all over the shop.
I don't think you're going to know any of them. I think it is going to be a guess.
All right. Okay.
But we will see.
Go on then.
I don't know. These. Yeah, I don't know where we're going with these. So, okay. Do you have the ability to take notes?
I do. The only bit that'll let me down is my hand-eye coordination and my brain.
Yeah, the squidgy organic bit in the middle. Yes.
That is the only point of failure for this. So,
that is the trouble. Yes. Okay. So, number 4, because apparently my note-taking app has decided that I'm starting with number 4.
What is it? Like a fucking Star Wars saga? Start at number 4? Good idea. Yeah,
we're starting with number 4 of a 3-question list. Yes.
Yeah. And next week, presumably, we go back to 1, and then at some point we recircle back to number 7. I'm so sorry.
Oh no! Please don't circle back for the win.
No, I try not to, especially when we're referencing Star Wars, which neither of us particularly care about.
Neither of us is too bothered about that. No, we're in the minority there. I accept, but I am glad that you're with me on that one.
Yeah. Okay. That's
really not fussed about that.
That's an insight into our lives out the way.
Yes, I'm sure we've mentioned that before.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. Statement number 4.
Statement number 4. Here we go. The 1965 Ford Falcon Ranchero, as seen in Goldfinger, had a built-in shotgun carrier under the dashboard.
I'm trying.
How you doing? You need me to go back over any of that?
But it's just tell you what, the brain's on a delay. You know what it's like. There's me typing it out. You know when you dare to use AI, and it thinks about it, and sort of bits of sentence just sort of appear at random intervals. It's that, but out of my fingers.
You are AI.
Yeah.
Only not as good, which is a problem.
Okay. So the Ford Falcon Ranchero, as seen in Goldfinger, had a built-in shotgun carrier under the dashboard.
That is what I said.
Can I clarify on this, if I may? So,
Mhm.
is the Goldfinger fact just to slip it in as a Bond reference, or is it very specifically the one in Goldfinger that had the shotgun carrier?
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
It is not. No, the 1965 model year had the shotgun carrier. The fact that it featured in Goldfinger is purely incidental, and I threw it in there because it's us.
Fine.
Yes.
I thought that was the case, but I didn't
Yes.
want to.
No, it's good to clarify. Is it?
Yeah.
Was it only the one in Goldfinger?
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
So no, it was in that particular model, and they happened to use one in Goldfinger.
Okay.
Yes.
And
I must arrange to have my gold separated from the late Mr. Solo.
yes.
Yes,
And
that
that one. Yes. After
that was
he'd
the
had his
Falcon
pressing
Ranchero.
engagement. Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yes.
Yeah. Perfect. Right. So shotgun carrier in American pickup truck. Well, yeah, probably. Okay. Statement number 5.
Okay. No, statement number 1. Um,
You're all over the shop here. Fine.
Yeah, we are. Okay.
Mm.
In 2001,
Yeah.
a man made an attempt to illegally enter the United States by having himself sewn into the upholstery of a car seat.
Oh my God. Right. One more time.
Okay. In 2001, a man made an attempt to illegally enter the United States by having himself sewn into the upholstery of a car seat.
Oh Christ, I'm struggling here. Right, there we go. Sorry, the brain took a while there. So in 2001.
All right, it's your editing.
Yeah, yes, it's my time I'm wasting.
You're only creating yourself work at this point.
Oh, bloody hell. In 2001, a man made an attempt to illegally enter the United States by having himself sewn into the upholstery of a car seat.
There you go.
I mean, 10 out of 10 for ingenuity. Okay. I don't know, but I like it. I think
it's ballsy, as you would say.
If it's true, then I think he should have got a free pass.
A for effort.
Yeah. Go on. Your ingenuity's earned you a US citizenship. Okay. All right. Yep. Statement number 12.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The Flatmobile is the shortest car in the world, measured vertically, with a ground clearance.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. My brain now. Yeah.
With a ground clearance of just 2 inches and a total height of 19 inches.
Oh God. Right. And again.
The Flatmobile is the shortest car in the world, brackets, measured vertically.
Yeah.
With a ground clearance of 2 inches and a total height of 19 inches.
Height of 19 inches. Oh my God. Right. Okay. So. Let's do that again. The Flatmobile.
The Flatmobile.
No, sorry. I'll read it back to you. That's sorry.
Okay,
That's the words I was trying to use. The Flatmobile is the shortest car measured no, it was the bit I cocked up the next bit. Measured vertically, with a ground clearance of 2 inches and a total height of 19
inches. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's your 18. Have a chew on those.
Okay. Okay. So. You made a bold claim up front that I wouldn't know any.
I
Now,
did.
I think I know the last one.
Oh, God.
So I think this last one is true and is quite flat and is quite short vertically. And I've got a feeling the Flatmobile name came from a resemblance to the Batmobile, or something along those lines. I get.
I'm not confirming or denying.
No, you're not confirming or denying. Do you know what it's? I think it's one of those. Where did I read it? I've got a feeling this might have been in one of the kids' books at Christmas. Like, so one of them usually gets a Guinness Book or something along those lines, or weird facts, or some bollocks like that.
Right. Yeah.
And I think I know it from that. So.
Will you stop reading things?
I know, but that's not even highbrow literature, is that? It's just it's bog reading, that is. So I'm fairly confident on that, so I'm not gonna dwell on it too much. I don't remember the exact measurements, but it did look pretty damn small. Now the other two, your Ford Falcon Ranchero, as seen in Goldfinger, shotgun carrier. Are the pickup trucks famous for shotgun carriers? Normally a gun rack behind the seats in your average pickup truck. It's nice to show your shotgun off. But yeah, okay. No one's ever going to rule out an American pickup truck having a gun holder in it. Because you never know.
Yeah.
Quite. Right, this second one then. Or fourth one, however, or first one, depending on how we're counting.
You can make your own numbers up at this point, I think.
Yeah. So the man who made an attempt to illegally enter the United States by having himself stitched into a seat. Oh, God, I want this to be true. I want it. It doesn't mean it's right, but I want it. And there's a part of me that not only wants it, wishes it to be true, finds out that it's true, can Google it, and hopefully they took a picture of the dozy sod before they unstitched him. That's what I really want.
That's your dream. That's your new goal in life.
That's what I need from this. I didn't know I needed it when I got up this morning, but I need it now.
You're going to be so disappointed if I've made that up.
Oh God. So we do you know what? We come back to the problem that you usually have here of going. The pickup truck is staggeringly believable. A man sewing himself into a seat is very silly. However, do you go with the obvious answer of going Americans, guns, yes, or do you go with nut job going, I want to go to the land where they have gun carriers in their car? It's really difficult, that. Really difficult. Maybe that sip of beer in there, that maybe that'll get the cogs going.
It can't hurt.
No, it can't. Oh, bloody hell. Which way to go? Head or heart? That's the question.
It's the question that troubles us every week.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I am going to, you know what, I'm going to take a leaf out of your book and go with the heart rather than the head. So, I'm going to go with pickup truck false. Sewn into seat true and Flatmobile true.
Locking that in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well, okay. So, can I make a little dream come true for you here?
I really hope so.
Can you Google in just a moment a ridiculous man sewn into a car seat?
I really hope so.
Can I make that live for you? Well, as your long and trusted friend, I can make that live for you. You are correct.
Oh, I'm going to Google. Right, hang on. Right. Right, let's copy that in. Right, okay.
He was, to the surprise of no one, he was. Oh, you found it.
What on earth was he thinking?
Yeah, it's very convincing, isn't it?
You'd never know there's a dickhead in a seat there.
You.
Unbelievable. I mean, at least try better than that. Your arm's sticking out, man.
Well, I don't know if this was taken after the police had uncovered this carefully constructed ruse, but
Oh, I mean, no, I got nothing. I mean, what was he thinking?
it's interesting because whilst researching this particular story, they actually used this technique in the filming of Knight Rider. They would have a stuntman dressed as a seat and popped him in so it could look like the car was driving itself. But of course, they were filming a dodgy TV show, not trying to fool US customs.
No, that's the thing. They could get a camera doing this kind of long shot, not a border guard popping his head in the car going, and calling over his mate going, "You've got to see this dickhead in here."
Yeah.
That is atrocious, and I encourage you all to Google that immediately. And if you're driving, as it currently stands, just pull over and then Google it for safety, because you will lose control if you see this.
You will. You'll have a horrible accident and end up looking like a man.
A man in a seat,
integral to a car seat.
Just trying to just sneak himself in there. Oh, what on earth? What
I was really hoping you'd think that was so ridiculous that I made it up.
I mean, it is ridiculous.
But I am quite pleased to have been able to provide you with that this evening. I think that's
ridiculous. I mean, that's absolute stupidity of the highest order.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
Good luck. Try again.
I mean, the seat is huge for a start.
Well, yes, got a bloke in it.
Yeah. Oh dear, it's a good one.
Yeah.
You were quite correct about the Flatmobile, and it does have a striking resemblance to the original TV series Batmobile.
Lovely. I'm glad I logged another one of those useless facts.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
Dear.
So sorry.
The 1965 Ford Falcon Ranchero did not have a shotgun carrier under the dashboard, but it did have a smuggler's box under the bed panels.
Oh, okay. That's
so. Yeah.
But Ford would have presumably advertised that as a feature, so it's not that subtle.
Yeah, I thought that.
All right. I mean, fairly daft. I mean, not as daft as sewing yourself into a seat, but.
Oh no, that's on a whole other level.
Yeah. Oh, for goodness sake! Yeah. All right. Well, we'll do the same again next week then. So
Yeah, I suspect we
what
will.
do
If you can
this?
top that, I'll be very impressed.
Oh, that's ridiculous. What are we at? So we're 17-15 now. Okay. Yeah.
17, 15, obviously, that'll tighten up again next week. Obviously, and yeah, we'll see if we want to carry on with this nonsense.
Oh, we were. The stalemate has at least got to be broken.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
At least we've at least got to get it to a draw.
Oh, I don't know about
One
that.
of us has to not get a point one week, and then
yeah, because what I'm really after is a commanding lead, an unassailable lead. That's the sweet spot.
You've never achieved that on this podcast. Whenever
No,
we've done anything competitive,
absolutely not. No, the margins have been very small.
Yes.
So all right, yeah, I can keep on wishing on that particular topic. All right, very good. So should we
moving on?
Should we have something resembling car news?
Yeah, well, there's been something. Would you call it an announcement or a leak or something has emerged this week?
It was definite announcement. All right, not bells and whistles and fanfares, but it was announced.
It was. This is the departure, let's call it that, of JLR's head of design, Jerry McGovern.
Yeah, he's gone.
He has gone with immediate effect. There were various stories on the method of departure. From he was asked to leave, he was forcibly removed from the building. There are various stories doing the rounds, but the upshot of it is gone.
Forcibly removed from the building.
That was one story I read. Yeah, marched out by security.
Bloody hell! What did he do?
Yeah, I've no idea.
I said, yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe.
I'm not saying that's true. It's just that's what one article reported.
That was some of the speculation. That's interesting.
Although I think it was actually Autocar who reported that. So
fair enough.
Fairly reputable source. Anyway, regardless of that, he has gone. No, he's been with JLR for quite some time. In fact, he's been with them twice. He was responsible for the recent revamping of the Defender. He was also behind the Evoque, which, all right, it's not our kind of thing, but it's been a hugely successful vehicle for them.
Whoa. I thought that was Victoria Beckham.
No, only the seats.
Hi. I've been sold a lie. Okay.
So, yeah, he's been with them for quite some time and has, what he's done up to this point has been quite successful. However, was behind the Type 00 concept, which did the rounds a little while ago. Now, he won't have been responsible for the surrounding marketing campaign, but he was responsible for the pink car at the centre of it.
It's very interesting.
There has, of course, been a change of CEO as well, we should say. A little while ago.
Yeah, we've got an accountant at the helm.
Yeah.
That's interesting, because the timing of this is quite interesting, because now I'm basing this on Jaguar's Facebook account.
Right.
As it stands, until today, there hasn't been a post on it, or certainly any more published posts. They might have posted in the meantime and deleted them. The next newest post is the 20th of December 2024. Until today.
They cleared all their social media, didn't they, before the marketing, before that advert went out.
Yes, but actually, I mean, the December 2024 is sometime after the Type 00 announcement. And what we've been, the post they put up today is just banging on about a Jaguar should be a copy of nothing, quoting Sir William Lyons and all. Yeah.
Sticking with that then.
Yeah. So they've put 4 photos on. They've put a red Type 00,
Okay.
a blue XJS, a yellow E-Type, and a blue SS1. All top-down bird's eye view.
Interesting.
And they've put... What have they put? So they put, and in the caption is 90 years of fearless design told through 4 originals.
See, because up to this point, they've been not making any references to Jaguar's heritage at all. In fact, they've been trying to distance themselves from it. In fact, I think they even said at one point they weren't interested in traditional Jaguar buyers going with them for this. They were after a new market.
Yeah, this is why I decided to call this out. It was only put off sort of by chance that I went, let's have a look, see what they posted.
No, I hadn't seen this. That's very interesting. The fact that they're calling back to Jaguars of old, which they have not done under the recent regime at all, particularly, going back to stuff like the E-Type, the XJS, real classic, design classics.
Yeah.
Really interesting. Very interesting. Could this indicate a change of direction?
I would hope so.
I wonder if the accountant got in there and said, okay, need to make some money. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
This isn't going to make us 12 pence. Who's responsible for this?
Yes, it's not ideal, is it?
You? Doors over there.
Yeah. And now lift and place. Get him out. Come on, boys. Off he goes.
Yeah. This needs depositing in the car park. Interesting, very telling, because they've deliberately made no references to their heritage. And of course, up until the recent campaign, Jag were very big about their heritage. Leaned on it a lot.
Yeah. That's fair to say, definitely. Yeah, and then immediate snub, but now it's very interesting to see that those cars have snuck in there.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I would suggest that indicates a change of thinking, if nothing else. Maybe we shouldn't be ignoring all these wonderful cars of our past that people love.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be ignoring all the people who bought the bloody things previously.
Yes, maybe we shouldn't be telling our very loyal buyers to sod off.
Very complicated. Maybe they are seeing sense, but to my understanding, the way we've interpreted the news, we should really be seeing the new car very soon.
Very soon. And we know they're out on the roads being tested, because Rich Porter has been posting pictures of them whenever he's seen them. In fact, he was behind one for quite a distance last week or week before last. I think he posted a whole series of photos on Instagram or somewhere.
One of those, yeah.
Yes. So, yeah. There is the on again, off again electric XJ still waiting in the wings somewhere. Perhaps reviving that wouldn't be the worst idea.
It wouldn't, but I genuinely don't think they will.
I'd like them to, because that was a vehicle that was I believe, going to be internal combustion and electric. They were going to produce both versions of it.
Yes, yeah, that's my understanding too. And that would have been quite excellent because we've seen that now, haven't we?
It would. We have. Yeah, we have. Yeah. I mean, not brilliant photos of it, but yeah, we have. And it looked, it was very much in the design ethos of the previous, the Ian Callum era of cars, XJ, XF, XE, etc.
Yes.
But that's fine. That's not a bad design language.
No, not at all. Okay. So what we can glean then is it's interesting that the designer has gone. I mean, now, may I be so bold as to say, love him or hate him in terms of the designs he's produced, it's a bit late in the day for Jag because that car is nearing production.
Quite. They have left it a bit late, and they will have wasted an enormous amount of money if they cancel the current project.
Yes.
But maybe if they can convince Tata it's the right thing to do, they'll cover the costs. They could certainly afford it. They, of course, have done this before. They developed the aforementioned XJ and then abandoned it. That will have cost quite a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. And not loose change.
The difference this time is they currently have no cars in the market and have thinned down their dealer network.
Yes.
They need to do something about that, pretty sharpish. I know they're being propped up by Range Rover, but surely they can't do that forever.
No, it's not sustainable. No.
So some interesting decisions to be made there, I would say. But I think that post on Facebook is very telling.
Yes, I would agree. Yeah, I thought you'd find that quite interesting.
Yeah, that is really interesting. That is really interesting. Apparently, from what I've gathered, Jeremy Govan and Ian Callum never really saw eye to eye. They didn't particularly get on together when Mr. Callum was design director. So, so I don't. That would indicate that Jeremy Govan's plans were certainly not in the Ian Callum mould. And let's be honest, Ian Callum has overseen probably the most successful era of Jaguar design in a very long time.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And I think from a marketing point of view as well, that is also true. Now, he wasn't responsible for marketing, but the whole Good to Be Bad campaign was absolute genius. That's one of the best marketing campaigns I've ever seen for a car company.
It was good. I mean, but the trouble is, just to sort of play devil's advocate, it appealed to us enormously.
Yes,
it was very cool.
But
I would love to see sales off the back of it, as in the data to back it up. Just because the skeptic in me goes, actually, it was very crowd pleasing, but did it actually translate to sales?
Well, it coincided with launch of F-Type originally, and it was the era of the new XJ, the facelift of the XF, launch of XE. It was expanding the range. It was the more modern cars.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be interesting. I mean, it certainly wasn't an unsuccessful period for Jaguar. But they had a good range at the time. But whether it, was the beginning of the problems that came later, who knows?
Interesting.
It certainly moved them on from X-Type and S-Type and
Oh,
those
yeah.
Ford era cars.
Oh god, yeah. It's okay. Well,
but very interesting. I
could
wonder
it
if
be?
we're about to see another change of direction.
Yeah.
I kind of hope so.
Yeah, a turning of the tide would not go amiss there.
No,
But
as you say, if they left it a bit late with the amount of money that they must have spent on what they're currently doing, but you could also argue maybe all they need to do is change the looks of it. There's probably nothing wrong with the underlying technology. Just make it look decent.
yeah. But I
It's
mean,
probably the platform's probably fine.
we are speculating a little bit there. It might look all right. Obviously, we've seen it camouflaged and such like. It might be a feasible looking vehicle.
Yeah, you can't go by what you see in camo though, because they've often got fake panels and all sorts of bits stuck to them underneath. So, although the latest pictures that Rich Porter took, it looked under the camo a much more realistic shape than what we've seen before, as if it might have been wearing its actual panels.
Interesting.
Yeah. The sort of back end of it, the wings, the haunches, the bonnet area, the front of it, it just felt a bit more proportioned, but still very long bonnet, and still kind of the general proportions of the concept.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting. Maybe they're just going to keep the car the same, but just change the marketing. That wouldn't be a bad thing.
No. It certainly wouldn't be. And evidence suggests we might be about to go that direction. So
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted. We'll be all over it as usual. Yeah.
Very interesting. Well spotted.
So some odd news there, but with a glimmer of hope potentially. So can I draw your attention to something else that we should have touched on at the time, but other stuff got in the way, and it's a few weeks old now. This news, which was quite well timed, because I had that Ford rant, didn't I, a few weeks back?
You did.
Which is inevitable. We're not going to go back down that route. We're going to rant, but it won't be about that.
Okay.
And it was the sort of quiet demise of the Focus.
Oh yes, I meant to mention this as well, and yeah, like you say, the opportunity didn't arise. But yes, end of production after 27 years of the beloved Ford Focus. Yeah, a very sad moment.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's 27 years of production.
Yeah.
27. So that means in very quick succession, we've lost Mondeo, Fiesta, and Focus.
Three mainstays of the Ford range, you might say.
British street furniture.
Absolutely.
And certainly wider than Britain. It just happens to be where we live and where we see them. But
yeah, well, these were Ford's first, what they called world cars, vehicles that they would sell all over the world, virtually unchanged. And
dear.
All colossal successes. I mean, the Focus really changed the design language of the whole industry on its launch. It really was a groundbreaking car that Ford didn't get enough credit for at the time, but that everybody went on to copy.
Yeah, and it did. I mean, it gathered pace at the time, because I remember what car would generate that much press?
Well, I'm not sure.
I'm
not sure any car would.
I think in recent time, the only car that has come close, but probably still hasn't had the same level of impact as the new Renault 5.
Yeah, that's a good shout, actually. Yes, probably the Renault 5.
But it's
I
still
don't.
not the same league, I'd say.
It's still not the same league as the original
Mm.
Focus. It doesn't. That isn't going to change the design direction of the whole industry.
No.
And it wasn't just the looks of it; it drove so well as well. I mean, it drove as well as a BMW for a car in its price range with its independent rear suspension and all that stuff. It was so different. And yeah, they didn't get enough credit for it. So I think even the Renault 5, I don't think, is up there with the original Focus.
No, I think you're probably right.
Mondeo, you could argue, perhaps was a not so original, more a sort of iteration of the Sierra.
Again, still quite groundbreaking, wasn't it?
Yeah, or the Sierra certainly was. Again, in terms of its design, it changed the direction of the whole industry. You compare it to the Vauxhall Cavalier of the era, and of course, as we joked a little while ago, there was a time when the Ford Sierra was on sale at the same time as the Morris Marina.
Yeah, it's not. They've not really got the hang of it, have they?
It was laughable. Austin Montego, its competitors were still very much the 4-box design, and the Sierra did away with all of that, and the Granada of that era as well, of course.
Oh yeah.
Didn't get anywhere near as much respect. It was a really nice piece of design, but I think because it had a Ford badge on it, it just didn't get the respect it deserved. But we've lost a lot there, but with the death of the Focus particularly, and there's nothing to replace it. Why on earth don't we have an electric Focus? If you go in that direction, it just ridiculous.
No.
The Focus was one of those cars like the VW Golf. It was kind of all things to all men, wasn't it? It would do anything.
Quite.
You want a family car that can do anything you'll ever want of it. You'll want a Focus, sir.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they drove so well, and they were built so well. All Fords from that era onwards really just had an air of quality that they never had before.
Yeah.
They really did up their game. In every way. The late Mr. Parry Jones, of course, was behind all of that. The new edge design, as they called it, which included the Puma and the Cougar, spelt correctly, and all those cars of that era. Very sad, and I just don't know what Ford are doing these days. I think they're in a bit of a mess on the quiet.
A bit of a pickle.
Yeah.
Yes, I think you're right.
They have made a right pig zero. And of course, we have been, I was going to say fortunate enough, we have been, let's just miss out the middle word, we have been up close with the Explorer, the new Explorer this week.
Still don't like it.
I don't hate it.
I think you're being far too generous, and you're 100% wrong. Just putting it out there.
Yeah. The ones we've been near are white, which doesn't do it any favours. It looks much better in other colours.
No, in white it is true appliance.
Yeah, it is. It is. The metallic blue that it was launched in makes it look much nicer. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be as well. Because they originally said it was going to be Focus sized. It's not. It's much bigger than that.
Wow. It's the stupidity of modern car design.
It is.
let's make it enormous on the outside, but you can't fit a normal person on the inside.
Oh no, and the boot will be ridiculous as well.
Oh, of course, of course.
Of course. It's really sad that the Focus has gone.
Yeah.
I fear we will not see its like again.
No, I think you're exactly right, and that's it. I think.
Mm.
Actually, a lot. Oh dear.
What would you have if you were you were looking for a vehicle in that segment at the moment? What would you have? Where would you go?
If I want, well, it comes back to that obvious answer, doesn't it? We've said it a few times again. Like if I were going to buy a brand new car, which let's face it, I'm probably not going to do that.
Obviously not going to do that, but if you were.
If I were at the moment, so if I were gonna go with something, I'm torn. So I'd either go Renault 5, or if I needed something bigger, I'd have a 5 Series Touring. That's probably the two ways I'd go with it. Again, well, some big enough, but electric, and I still think they look great. So it's got that fun factor, and I've got a baguette holder. And that's always a talking point.
Well, let's be honest. You can put a baguette in it. I mean,
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if I fancy a bit more space, I would just go and get 5 Series Touring.
Yeah, that's a solid.
Yeah, I know it's probably
choice.
a bit of a conservative choice, but there we go. What about you?
I certainly Renault 5. No question. If price were less of a concern, I'd have a Taycan Sport Turismo. No hesitation at all about that. No. If price were an issue, I'd probably look at a Kia, maybe an EV5, something like that.
Okay.
Because I think Kia at the moment have got a really nice range, and they're very much replacing where Ford used to be.
Bit of something for everyone.
I mean, something for everyone, and they are everywhere. They're well priced, they're well built, everything you need, practical, good looking.
Oh yeah,
I think Kia are doing a cracking job at the moment.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
but I'd have a Taycan Estate.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not going to argue with you on that. I like them myself. I was going. My choices were erring on sensible. As if I were having to part with my own money.
Yeah. If money were object, as it always will be, then yes, I would probably look at a Kia. Yeah, interesting, but it's not the foregone conclusion that it used to be.
No, that is very interesting. Actually, it isn't like that. No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, we've sort of arrived at the end with a hint of disappointment about it, haven't we?
That's a shame. I don't like doing that, really. But,
no, I apologise for that, but it felt like we needed to.
Yeah, we could just slip in one last little bit of news that could be exciting. Could be interesting.
Yeah, go on then.
There are indications, shall we say, that TVR might be on the way back. Now, I know we've seen this lots and lots.
I was just going to say, have I seen this before?
Yeah, it has come up before. But a company involved with other car manufacturing ventures have purchased the name, the rights, everything there is to do with TVR. Do you recall? It was probably a couple of years ago now. There was a company exhibiting at, I think it was Goodwood, who were going to produce an electric classic Mustang.
Yes, I remember. Yep. Yeah, I can't remember what they're called. We even spoke about it.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what they were called, but until I looked it up, they were known as Charge Automotive.
Yep. That rings a bell.
Well, that didn't come to anything, but they're now back under the name of Charge Cars, and they've bought TVR.
It's quite interesting.
With a view to restarting that, but they're not, or so they have indicated, they're not going to turn it into an electric car brand. They want to produce a new version of the Griffith, but very much in the ethos of the original. So something with a V8 engine that smells like a canoe factory, I guess, will be what they're doing there.
Yeah, that seems about right. Oh, I like that, though. Yes. I really do.
Yeah. A glimmer of hope, perhaps, for another old British name. But there's not very much to say on it other than they've bought it, and the CEO of the company said that their mission is to bring together iconic performance brands and world-class manufacturing expertise. The strategic purchase of TVR is to unite heritage with innovation, creating a new leader in the low-volume luxury automotive sector, blah, blah, blah. It's all mostly marketing nonsense, but nevertheless, they have shelled out real money for it, and details of their first car will be announced in early 2026.
Okay.
So there. Yeah. We can end on a glimmer of hope.
That is a glimmer of hope. We like that.
Instead of miserable. Yeah. There you go.
Way more agreeable, you see.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
There we are.
No, that's good. Yeah. I mean, fingers crossed. We've seen it sort of start and fail previously. It would be really lovely if that came off, wouldn't it?
It would. I hope it can. Yeah, we have seen this before, but these guys have shelled out real money for it. They have produced low volume stuff before. It didn't last. It didn't seem to be sustainable, but who knows? It's a funny old thing, the car market these days, and odd things can work.
Yes, it can. I mean, and you know what? After we were talking about demise of the Ford brand and its range, let's hope we can rekindle one of our favourite brands.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.